Hey folks, Ben the Looney here. It's been over a year since The Loud House premiered on Nick. Back then, I said I liked it, and the cartoon helped me get through a tough time in my life. But since then, never would I have imagined that this show would be a huge hit that it is now, and the writing and characters would get so much development. However, the show is also becoming known for a certain thing. The Loud House is a cartoon that's taking advantage of the time it's coming out, as we're seeing a whole bunch of different characters from a variety of backgrounds in this show. So, I must ask, is The Loud House the most diverse cartoon on right now? I'll start by saying that I'm not the first one to point this out. Variety featured the show on their front cover back in May, praising the show for its cultural and ethnic diversity. Well, just because somebody else has talked about it doesn't mean I still can't be talking about it. I'm choosing to make this video because it's a topic that I take to the heart, and I'd like to add my own opinions to it. I know Steven Universe gets a lot of credit for incorporating a lot of LGBT elements, and the fact that Steven is best friends with Connie. Yeah, best friends. Have they kissed yet? Somebody let me know. But in Steven Universe, all the LGBT elements are more or less implied, as the gems don't flat out state their orientations. From what I've seen at least. However, with The Loud House, there's no holding back. Lincoln's best friend Clyde McBride has two dads, and it's been revealed that my favorite character, Luna Loud, is bisexual, showing interest in a female character named Sam. However, it's not just the sexual orientations that make these characters stand out, but their personalities as well. In previous media, such as the NBC sitcom Will and Grace, LGBT characters have always been written as if their sexual orientation is their personality. This has led to the public perception that any orientation that's not heterosexual is a lifestyle choice. However, The Loud House is presenting LGBT characters as actual people. What a concept. Not only that, but these characters are portrayed the right way. When we're first introduced to Clyde's dads, Lincoln greets them with, "Hi, Mr. McBride. Hi, Mr. McBride." And that's it. That's all that needs to be said. Lincoln isn't shocked by the fact that Clyde has two dads, nor does he really make a big deal of it. He just refers to them as they are meant to be referred to. That is some genius writing. And while Howard McBride is an overprotective motherly personality that is often associated with homosexual behavior, Harold balances out by being the more calm and down-to-earth dad of the two. It's also worth noting that these two don't have any of the stereotypes associated with homosexuals in media. They don't wear makeup, they don't have eccentric voices, nor do they dress up in flashy clothing that would make David Bowie look business casual. They're just two guys who happen to be married and raising a son. And that is brilliant. Now on to Luna Loud. In my opinion, her reveal was even more significant than Clyde's dad's. Now, same-sex parents on kids' TV was nothing new when the McBrides were revealed, but Luna being bi is more rare than you think. From what I can gather, bisexuality is the most misunderstood orientation. All the things you heard about it aren't true. Bisexuals like guys and girls equally. False. Bisexuals are just going through a phase. False. Bisexuals are more sexually active than anybody else. False. Bisexuals are always up for a threesome. What did I just say? Point is, bisexuals are an anomaly that the general public is still trying to understand. And I think if Luna's orientation is further showcased in the show, it'll be a step towards getting rid of all those stereotypes. Not only that, but from what I can remember, I think Luna is the first LGBT teenager in kids programming. Sure, there are plenty of LGBT parents in kids programming, but how many kid characters have we seen? Seeing same-sex couples will teach kids that it's normal, but seeing LGBT kid characters will give other kids with the same orientation somebody to relate and look up to. It's true that even after same-sex marriage was legalized in the US, LGBT kids are still being bullied in the US severely, leading to kids to develop anxiety, low self-esteem, and suicidal thoughts. Seeing the reveal of Luna's bisexuality made me feel a special kind of happy that I haven't felt in a while. It was that powerful of a moment. Just goes to show that there is hope out there in the world. The Loud House isn't just diverse in terms of breaking orientational stereotypes. Just when we think that racism and prejudice is a thing of the past, something comes around to remind us of humanity's cruel nature. But the Loud House is there to remind us that we're all just people, and we can look past all those stereotypes and learn to love each other. Let's start with Clyde. He's not the stereotypical jive-talking black character. He's actually portrayed as a regular kid like everybody else. That can be a thing? Yes, it can. I also think it's interesting that Clyde is constantly talking about his therapist, Dr. Lopez. My, it looks like Clyde might have a little social anxiety. That's pretty progressive. The black best friend of the main white character is nothing new, but it's always nice to see. And how can we forget Lori's boyfriend, Bobby, being Mexican? In an era where some people want to build a wall to keep Mexicans out, I welcome them with open arms. I had to know a lot about Mexican culture, working with a lot of Mexicans at McDonald's, and they are some of the nicest and friendliest people you'll ever meet. In the episode, The Loudest Mission, Relative Chaos, Lincoln goes to meet Ronnie Ann's family, and it's one of the most positive representations of Mexican people I've ever seen. And as an added bonus, one of Ronnie Ann's cousins, CJ, is mentally challenged, a positively portrayed mentally challenged kid that's not there to be made fun of. And, as an added bonus, he's voiced by a real mentally challenged guy. Jeez, this show is more progressive than the last 20 years of government. Joking aside, it's nice to see Mexicans being more positively portrayed in a kid's show, no less. It's also worth noting that a good majority of the Mexican characters in this show are voiced by actual Latinos, not just white people doing funny accents. That's significant, ain't it? Not saying white people doing funny accents is a problem. In fact, plenty of minority voice actors have voiced white characters in the past. But sometimes it's nice for a cartoon to be authentic and pay respect to the race they're representing. But wait, we're not done. Going back to Clyde's dads, not only are they a same-sex couple, they're a same-sex interracial couple. More bonus points. That's right, folks, it's 2017. White people are marrying black people. In fact, they've been doing that for a while now. How'd you not notice? Go outside once in a while. But even when the Loud House isn't paying respect to the LGBT community and minority groups, even their main characters aren't the carbon cutouts that you find in all other cartoons. Each Loud has a distinct personality. Lori is the high school senior who's on her phone all the time, but she's responsible and caring. Lenny is a dumb blonde character, but she has a good heart. Luna may be a tough rocker girl, but she has a sweet side. Lucy may be a gothic character, but she shows many more emotions than just depressed and moody. And Lola's vain nature is played off for laughs rather than being villainous. On a badly written cartoon, these characters would have been portrayed as the cookie cutters in place of actual characters. But the writers are smart enough to give these characters actual personality that break free from their tropes. And the more episodes that come out, the more development each one gets, and I always find myself seeing each character in a different way. So there's my little analysis of the diversity of the Loud House. There are other things I didn't mention, like Len Sr. being the cook of the family, not Rita. Yeah, guys can cook too. Big shocker, am I right? But I think I covered all the important aspects. A year ago, I had no idea the Loud House would be more than just a cute and funny cartoon to laugh at, but I was pleasantly surprised. I hope it keeps up and continues to break boundaries when it comes to social norms, gender roles, race relations, and of course, portrayal of LGBT people. So, what do you guys think of the Loud House? Has the show gotten better? Were there any diversity moments that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay loony, my friends.